I'm just filming me, don't worry. Is it because it's like stir fry where you need to add a little thing, taste it, add something, taste, and see how it is as it's coming along, or is it because um, you just you know where you're going, but you just understand that it's an extended process?
Well, I just accept chaos. I just know that any amount of planning that I do between point A to point B, that chaos is going to come in, and there are too many unknown variables to plan against, other than to plan for chaos in itself, and then I'm good. Like, just kind of recognizing that it's coming, but I've got to dance with the things that are in the here and now, or that are visible, because I can't dance with the future to a certain extent. I've just, my life lesson has just been that I've seen too many crazy things happen, one after another, that I wouldn't, like, I mean, I try to think things out, and I've still seen the world.
What do you think about this idea that we've realized from our perspective, or
Sure.
concluded from somebody else's perspective, that it's always the wisest course to react to changes in the moment,
Right.
over trying to anticipate,
Yes.
because
Yes, absolutely.
because
You can't, because you have to take the variables that are true at that single moment and do what you can against them. And you don't know. The world is too unpredictable. As you move, the further away you move, the more factors that you can't count on.
You can have general blocks of attack, so to
Right.
speak.
Right.
Well, if it is something like this,
Right.
then I'll do something from over here.
Yes.
And if it is something from this over here, then I'll do something from over here.
Right.
And if they surprise me, well, then we'll see what happens.
Well, that is the thing first. Like the entire premise of what we deal with right now. We talk about what we do to not be a long distance relationship anymore. In 90, you zipping me out?
Yeah.
Oh, how sweet.
Try being in the same room.
You know, and
I've got a solution for that.
Yeah.
Be in the same room.
Just be in the same room. There you go. Problem solved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to see a general path of what we're trying to do, but then
But I planned it out. I have steps.
there's too many unknowns to really plan against.
But, however, I think there's certain markers, like, along the way that show for me that we're making progress.
Sure, I concede to this and try to meet your
Yeah,
markers.
you do. Yeah.
But you gotta.
But then if your markers got too crazy too fast, I would say, are you kidding me?
Right, but they're not.
But they're not.
You guys
Okay.
should consider also how much action you want and how much status mongering you want. Because it may be that one of you is satisfied by status mongering, and in which case, you know, that person would be satisfied with some status work, whereas the other person might be only satisfied by action.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, that person probably won't be satisfied by
That's
status
me.
work.
I'm
So if
the
you're gonna
action,
do any
and
kind of
you're-
work at all, there's no point in doing status work, I guess.
Well, I think the thing is, like, we compromise on, not even compromise, though. I feel like I get anxious about those things, whereas Aaron doesn't, but then I feel like we get to a certain time period. And I will say this, though. I am the pusher for action to happen. Like,
You're
here's
the
the next step,
pusher.
let's do this. I'm the pusher. But afterward, he's always like, that was a good call. I feel like that's what.
Well, I recognize my weaknesses, and that is
Sure.
that I will,
Yeah,
Well,
procrastinate
yeah,
on
sure.
things.
Do you want more status mongering from her, or are you satisfied with what she's providing?
I'm good for now.
What kind of status mongering would you like? Would it be something like more personal affirmation, in theory, more personal affirmation, or would it be something like wanting to know commitment statuses, or would it be something like wanting to attain the title of best boyfriend ever?
No, none of that really matters to me. I think the only thing that, I mean, I'm in a very weird scenario. I mean, let me just say that. I mean, everyone's in a weird scenario, but my scenario really is I'm trying to figure out how I move forward with the future with her, with the mixed family, while trying to make sure that my son, and by extension of my son, my extended family dynamic who have pitched in as the village to help me take care of my son, that I navigate those waters respectfully and intelligently. You know, like if I were to just drop my job and move tomorrow, I drop a retirement, I drop health care. I'm type 1 diabetic, like, you know, just drop your health care and not have a backup plan for that with type 1 diabetes. I can't.
Come on, Aaron.
Yeah.
Live a little.
I do. My
Live
pancreas
a
doesn't.
little.
My pancreas doesn't function, unfortunately for me, because
That-
I'd love to be able to
Aaron,
be
you know
free
what
in the
that is?
wind.
Pussy talk.
That's pancreas talk, or lack thereof.
Walk it off.
Yeah, shit.
Rub some dirt on it.
Right. Right. You know, and then retirement. You know, I mean, like that's the thing. People don't have retirements anymore, and I have a retirement
See,
potentially.
you don't relate to this stuff though. The anxiousness stuff, you don't relate to that.
No.
It's different. I was gonna say you guys are very, very different that way. Yes.
And
that's
I
what
guess,
I was saying. His worrying makes me the person like, we'll figure it out.
Here's the deal. I want nothing in the world more than to not worry about anything, but unfortunately the cards that have been shuffled and dealt to me put me in a situation where I had to worry about this damn robot that's attached to me, and you know, and in the past, the fact that I had my late wife had multiple sclerosis. I mean, that means that insurance is it's like saying like, it's like being an indentured servant and then having somebody say to you, well, don't you want to be free, man? Don't you just want to be able to just run out in the field? It's like, yeah, like I really want to, but literally if I leave, they will track me down and kill me. Like that is not, you know, like I will be hung. Like that is, it was such a non-option for so long. And even now, it's less, you know, like I'm a little more free because unfortunately I don't have that issue with my spouse, but I do still have my own, and I do have.
Well, you know, I've got a weird situation too. I'm a widower once removed, which means that because you are a widower,
right.
I'm once removed from you. So
Once removed, like
Because-
Kevin Bacon.
well, because we're in the same room.
Yeah, sure.
My level of removal increases the further the distance.
Right.
Normally, we're about 4,232
Yeah, and you
times.
hardly
removed.
have to
Yeah.
deal with this. Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, being a widower once removed, I think it brings a certain tenderness to Kimberly and my relationship.
There you go.
How
She
can we
knows
make food?
what I've been through. Of course, since I'm a widower once removed, my wife died of singular sclerosis.
Not the multiple, just one big sclerosis. A sclerosi.
Scleroside.
You guys know sclerosis?
What?
I mean, I'm sure once it would be singular sclerosis.
Do you want me to
Sclerosis.
blow out your candles?
Yeah, and multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, please. Multiple sclerosis. Yeah, okay, all right. Fair
It's
enough.
backwards. They've got it backwards.
Yeah.
It should be multiple sclerosi.
Multiple sclerosis. Huh.
Anyway, all of this to say, he's the worrier. I'm not. So I tend to push him.
It depends on how you look at that, though. It depends on how you look at it. I'd say we both worry. Because you worry about the status of a relationship that I feel is very easily definable in its day-to-day actions and the feelings that we have for each other.
Yeah.
And you're looking for the
You're-
status. You're
you're
looking for the
his
status of us moving forward
Yeah.
more, as if like that changes my feelings towards you or my commitment.
So you understand that
My commitments.
you are
All
married
but-
when you
but
say
fine.
you're married, and any other thing about that is irrelevant.
No, you need a ring on your finger
Well,
and you need a ceremony.
Before marriage, even if I say I'm committed to somebody, I'm committed to somebody.
I'm already married to Kimberly.
Exactly.
Are you going to